Ethan was a boy full of dreams. He wanted to be a writer, a speaker, someone who could move people with his words. His notebooks were filled with half-started stories, outlines of books he never finished, ideas for speeches he never gave. But he had one problem. He couldn't stick to anything. He'd start strong. Day 1, motivated. Day 2, still going. But by day 3, the spark would fade. I'll write tomorrow. I'll do it later. I'll start fresh next week. His life was full of plans, but empty of progress. His teachers told him, "You're talented, Ethan, but you lack consistency." His friends admired his ideas, but nobody took him seriously anymore. Not even himself. He wanted to change. He wanted to become someone who finishes. But when the goal looked so big, it felt impossible to even begin. One night, lying in bed and scrolling through his phone, a video popped up. A single line hit him like a punch. If you can give 10 minutes a day to something, you can change your life. He rolled his eyes. 10 minutes? That's nothing. But later, in the silence of the night, that same line echoed in his head. And it wouldn't leave him alone. The next weekend, Ethan visited his grandfather, Mr. Callahan. A calm man, quiet but sharp, who always had a book in hand or a pen moving in his leather notebook. Ethan respected him, but he had never really asked him, how did he build such discipline? That afternoon, sitting under the old oak tree in the backyard, Ethan finally asked, "Grandpa, how do you stay so consistent?" "I can't stick to anything." Mr. Callahan smiled. He reached over and handed Ethan his notebook. "Let me tell you a story," he said. "There was a young man who wanted to build a massive stone wall. He looked at the empty land and thought, this will take forever. But instead of giving up, he placed one stone each day. Just one. 10 minutes of work. People mocked him, laughed, said he'd quit. But he didn't. One stone a day. Every single day. A year later, he had built the strongest wall anyone had ever seen." Ethan paused. "Just 10 minutes a day?" Mr. Callahan nodded. "Discipline is not about doing everything at once. It's about doing something small, every single day." That night, Ethan couldn't sleep. He kept seeing the wall. Not the wall outside, the wall in his own mind. Made of excuses, made of fear, made of all the things he never finished. The next morning, he set a timer for 10 minutes. That was it. He picked up his notebook and began to write. At first, it felt silly, unimportant. But on the 4th day, something changed. He didn't want to stop. 10 minutes became 15. One page turned into 3. He wasn't writing a book. He was writing today. And that changed everything. His thoughts were clearer. His self-respect grew. He no longer chased big dreams. He built small victories. And if this part of Ethan's story feels a little too familiar, if you've ever felt stuck between where you are and where you want to be, then take a deep breath and hit subscribe right now. Because this channel isn't just about inspiration, it's about the first brick in your wall. Weeks passed. Ethan stayed consistent. Every morning, 10 minutes, no excuses, phone off, just him and the page. He didn't tell anyone. He didn't post about it. He didn't need applause. He needed momentum. Then one day, his teacher read a short story to the class. It was beautiful, sharp, honest. No one knew who wrote it, but Ethan did. After class, the teacher said, "This is one of the best pieces I've read in years." Ethan didn't smile. He didn't brag. Because he knew this moment wasn't born from talent. It was born from 10 minutes a day. Months passed. Ethan was no longer just writing. He was becoming. 10 minutes a day to write, 10 minutes to read, 10 minutes to plan. He realized those minutes weren't about time. They were about respect. Respect for his growth, respect for his future. He went back to visit Mr. Callahan. This time he handed him a new notebook, filled with finished stories. Mr. Callahan flipped through the pages, smiled. "Looks like your wall is coming along." Ethan said, "One brick. Every day. Now it's your turn. You don't need a miracle. You don't need 10 hours a day, you just need 10 minutes. Real, focused, daily effort. So here's the question. If you had to give just 10 minutes a day to one thing that could change your life, what would it be? Write it in the comments. Name it. Own it. Because when you do, the wall begins. Your future doesn't need magic, it needs 10 minutes. And that 10 minutes? It starts now.